Car 166, driven by Peter Palooza and Willem Morgan, a blue Nissan Sentra from Arrow, came all the way down from Joburg, up country and straight into the rally. No trailers, straight off the road, onto the rough road.
The return to stage 5, or Edgar 2, would claim yet another car. Brothers Christo and Philip Carstens in their BMW 130i would not see the end of the stage, as the rear suspension collapsed, totally grinding them to a halt. And this is what rallying is all about. Car 111, driven by Anton Ratz and Louis Menge in their VW Golf 1, still coming through nice and strong. Chandler Bishop won the stage with a time of 10:25, 4 seconds quicker than the Groeneveld pairing with a time of 10:29. Challenor and Bishop were being hounded by the Groeneveld pairing in a now 6-sounding car. Making steady and consistent time in Stage 5, Bertus Labuskakny and Peter Chadwick came through this tight corner. Riddenhuis and Miyawa had found their gears again, and their Polo had posted the third fastest stage time of 10:32. The Roberts crew were now on the move in the off-road class, determined to chase down Bradbury and Van der Merwe with a stage winning time of 9:44. The father-son pairing took their second stage victory of the event, and that by a mere second over Bradbury Van der Merwe with a time of 9:45. Wirtus Venters was a further 9 seconds behind the stage winners in a time of 9:54. Govia and Eddy took yet another impressive 43-second stage win in a time of 12:36 over the second place pairings of the Crofts. Car 105, Cully van der Merwe and Rene Pallas, still attacking hard in their rear-wheel drive Toyota Corolla, maybe too hard as they nearly overshoot. And on to stage 6, or FO clip take 2. This is where the strategy would start to play a role. Some teams would attack and take time, or conserve and finish the rally. Many crews had to ask themselves that very question. Once again, the calm and collected crew of Chandler and Bishop made a perfect A to B pass of the stage, posting the fastest time of 11:01. While Riddenhuis and Miyawa
attacked the stage to make up lost time, coming in the second quickest with a time of 11:21. In a steady third were Labuskachny and Chadwick with a time of 11:27. The Roberts pairing were now in full attack mode, taking 8 seconds off the off-road class leaders with a time of 10:40. The off-road class leaders, Bradby and Van der Merwe, finished second quickest in a time of 10:48. Finished third in a time of 11:06. In the social class, it would seem that the current leaders of the class, Gouvet and Eddy, were to be attacking the stages now with a convincing win of 1:34 and a stage time of 13:35 over the second place Craft crew, who posted a 15:09. Van der Merwe and Van Breda in third ended the stage with a time of 15:37.
We actually just went too fast and we rolled the car. It was close to the end of stage 6, probably about 12 kilometers into the stage. What happened was he came up a hill and there was roads, tires in the road. So I swerved out and then just lost the car, and then eventually we just rolled it. But we all good, and luckily the local farmers were kind enough to assist us and help us to put the car back on the wheels. But the car seems to be fine, so we're going to carry on with stage 7 and 8 and see what it's like. But yeah, we'll see, but otherwise it's all good now.
Tribute rally here in the beautiful Dalton. It's a glorious day here in the KZN Midlands, and we are now joined by Kerry Duncan, the manager of Reach for a Dream in KZN. She's going to tell us a little bit more about how her organization has gotten involved in this rally.
Yes, thank you for having us. We were approached by Dean, who's put together the rally, and for us he wanted to give back to the community, and so he approached Reach for a Dream and wanted the proceeds from today's rally to go towards the children that we help, and then also wanted us to be able to bring out some boys so they could see what it is to participate in a rally race and just test their fear limits.
To support the Reach for the Dream project, Alan Hooper and Wayne Westwood took the kids on a ride for a 2-kilometre rally stage opposite the service park. Each child received a winner's medal and a gift after their rally experience.
One little guy who's in the car right now, Andile. Tell us, young man, how do you feel? Are you nervous, excited?
I'm excited, but I'm feeling calm. I'm not feeling.
How was it?
Very cool and pumping.
Hey. Were you afraid?
No, I was not afraid.
You think you could do rally car racing someday?
Yeah, I think they can do it.
Hey?
Yeah.
Well done, son.
Okay.
Car 305 with terminal drive shaft failure, the VW Polo of Riddenhuis and Yawa had cried enough and forced them out of the event.
Johan van Wyk and Sarah Kotsia and their VW Golf 1 also suffered terminal suspension damage when their rear axle broke, sending them into a flying retirement. The Kronopov pairing also lost 15 minutes when they overshot a corner and went down an embankment through the magnetic sugarcane, killing all hopes of a podium finish. Challoner and Bishop by this stage were almost sure of an overall win as long as they kept it on the road.
Car ZA1, Murray and Huzak keep up the pace, chasing a podium finish.
Here we see car 252 with Johan de Bruin and Erica de Bruin and their Nissan 350Z getting over the dam wall. The hard-charging Roberts pairing took yet another stage win in the off-road class, this time by 10 seconds in a time of 9:11. Bradby and Van der Merwe finishing in second with a time of 9:21, followed in third by Bots Venter, and this after they rolled on the previous stage, finishing a time of 9:40. Gouvier and Eddy took a more cautious approach this time around and still won the social class with a time of 12:45, 18 seconds ahead of the craft pairing with a stage time of 13:03.
The sugarcane freshly cut, there were great sightlines, a feature of this event which meant that hundreds of spectators could flock to the rally. Here we see a group of locals using their knowledge of the area to find a great vantage point.
Stage 8, eventual quad class winner Hugo Timmerman races for enjoyment and always puts on a show for the spectators.
Hugo, where are you from?
From Tuba.
And how long have you been racing?
About 12 years.
Have you been out on the course this morning or are you racing blind?
Racing blind. No navigator.
Okay, then that brings me to a very important question. Does one have to be a bit mental in order to do this?
Probably a little bit, but it's all about fun. Getting to the finish.
There's no cage.
Natural aircon.
And tell me, you're racing for NTC. Who is your biggest rival, you'd say today?
Daniel Buertes, unfortunately, looks like he broke an axle.
Oh, so it's going to be clear sailing for you.
No, there's still Daniel Buertes Jr. as well.
Okay, so the next stage, what are you looking and hoping to achieve there? Improving on times and getting a nip on your competitor?
Hopefully track's not too loose. Get to stop this beast and then get to the finish in one piece. That's all.
Okay, cheers, all the best.
Hugo Timmerman, attacking with style, eager to put on a show for the spectators. Let's take a moment to watch man and machine at work. With only one stage remaining, the crews had to battle the last 12.8 kilometers, namely Kurt, before parking their cars in Park Ferme. This stage had claimed 4 cars in the previous run, and with all being wary about this, most decided to take it easy. Maria and Huzak went on to take their first stage win of the rally in a time of 10:37, a full 34 seconds ahead of overall rally leaders Chalino and Bishop, and secured a third overall finish for the rally. Here we see some of the kids from Newton School with their headmaster Mr. Msomi enjoying the day. Chalino and Bishop would finish second quickest at the time of 11:11 and clinch a well-deserved overall win of the rally after dominating the entire event. Third place on the stage and second overall would go to Labuskachny Chadwick. The off-road class was a nail-biter between the crews of Bradbury van Merwe and the Roberts pairing, swapping stage wins the entire event. The Roberts pairing won their 4th consecutive stage in a row, but the charge came too late for them. They won the final stage in a time of 10:47 and took a further 49 seconds off the class leaders, and overall winners of the off-road class Bradbury van Merwe, who finished the final stage 4th quickest in a time of 11:36. The social class would see Gouvier and Eddy take their 8th stage victory as well as overall honours, with the class with a winning stage of 13:38. Second place for stage and second overall went to the Craft pairing with stage time of 13:47. Third in stage and third overall with the time of 16:06 went to van der Merwe van Breda.
Successful day. I tried to race, obviously what didn't go too well there, but it really was very special for us, and it's just what my son would have liked. It's what he actually lived for, and basically we've been able to realize his dream, which is what the day was about.
It was an amazing day today. Zane's looking up from the from the heavens down here, and I think he would have enjoyed his day to ride his car. And it was very tough, but we were very brave, and it was just an outstanding day. Thank you.
Sure. So I think with today it's a beautiful tribute. He was an amazing racer, and having everyone here to share in that joy and share in that fun together, it's been amazing.
I can just say that, I'm very humbled that when Dean actually phoned me to arrange this race, I was a bit taken back. I was in a dark moment at that time, and I realized, we must do it, and I must do what he really loved doing. And it's also for us, it's just an honor that we've been able to do this. And I think the venue was outstanding. The landowners were all happy by the sounds of it, and the racers are all happy. And it's actually very exciting, and it looks like it's not going to stop here.
Dean Bradbury and Monique van der Merwe.
Yeah.
Alright, social class, final class. Winners there, Paula Gavea, Ashley Eddy.